week was Internet Week. That's why a bunch of us are out here smoshing what the buck. Right on this side here. Hey guys, our YouTube family is not complete, but a bunch of us are out here. Thank you guys for coming too. And it's just exciting to be here. You know, you gotta love the internet, right? I mean, none of us would be here. We wouldn't have this connection with you guys if it wasn't for the internet, right? I mean, look at all these cameras. I better watch what I say. No. Yeah, but I mean, we just, you know, it's like, it's really unreal when you're in your room alone and you turn the camera on and you're like, and nobody's laughing. There are no, you know, nobody's flashing at you or anything. So, you know, it's unreal to take that scenario and then all of a sudden bring it to this. And you guys who have been watching us straight from my home to your home, and now you're here. That's unreal. Just for those of you that are here, maybe you just wandered off the street, you're like, what in the world is a happy slip? Why in the world is she called Happy Slip? Give you a little, you know, let you know what that means. Happy Slip, I mean, lots of us have accounts on the internet, and so we want to come up with a good screen name. And I found that was a little tough. I was like, what am I going to name myself? What's going to be memorable? What's going to be good? What's going to be funny? What's going to be reflective of what I do? You know? And then I thought, well, I want it to be a funny memory. And my mom, growing up, would always say, oh, be sure to wear your happy slip. Your happy slip. And that, what she was trying to say is wear your half slip, because she didn't want anyone to see through any skirts or dresses or anything. So she's, you know, your happy slip, make sure. So she's trying to say half slip, but it comes out as happy slip. Okay? So, but I grew up thinking in my head that it was spelled happy slip. That's normal to me. So, you know, I go to school and one day I forgot to wear my happy slip and I went, I said, oh my gosh, I forgot to wear my happy slip. And then my classmates were like, what, you got a sad slip too? What was that about? And I thought, what are they talking about? It's a happy slip. But anyway, I thought that's a funny memory, and the dual purpose behind that name is I want people to slip into happiness. My goodness. Okay, so a lot of people, one of the frequently asked questions is, well, what do your parents and your family think about you imitating them all the time? And the thing is, when I thought, what? I'm sorry. When I think more about the, you know, origins of Happy Slip, it probably really started as stand-up, because it was sort of like imitation on demand, you know, oh, come on, Kristen, everybody's bored. It'll be those holiday parties and, you know, everyone's eating their potluck, they're full, they're sitting back. Okay, we need some entertainment here. Where's the kids? Where's the kids? Where's the kids? Play some piano, do something. But after a while, you know, people are still bored, so my mom's like, please, can you imitate me? Will you mimic me? And then, you know, so it's normal. I've actually been doing this, if you think about it, for a long time. And the videos is just another way of expressing this sort of strange humor, right? And if you ask my dad, you know, what's your earliest memory of me doing this kind of stuff? And what do you think about it? This is what he says all the time. I'm like, he says, well, you know, oops, sorry. Well, you know, when you were little, we thought you were slow. We thought you were retarded. Because you don't talk. You hardly talk. You just and you're just quiet, observing everyone. Observing. Little did we know you're observing them to mimic them later. Well, I guess that's true, because I have memories as early as 8 years old, and whenever they would have show and tell, I'd always be like, yeah, I want to go. And I wouldn't have anything to show, but I'd always have something to tell. You know? Like, okay, Christine, another one of your stories. Okay. And I'd never have anything to show. So anyway, you know, the observing thing, right? In New York City, don't you love New York City? There's so much to observe here. This is the greatest city in the world. So many different cultures, ethnicities, so many different types of people. There's lots to observe here, right?
Woo!
Filipino! other than Filipinos, but there is lots to observe. Now, one of my favorite stories, you know, the things about New Yorkers, you always love the difference between real New Yorkers and tourists. Because real New Yorkers always have this look on their face, like, right, so if they're walking on the street, they always got the New York face. And if they're on the subway, you know, they got the New York face. Right? And you know, nothing phases them. But the tourists, you know the tourists because they're really dressed up, they've got really high heels, they're thin high heels that get stuck in any crack in the street, right? You're like, oh yeah, they're tourists, right? And they're always like,
oh my God.
Right? And I love to observe that. One of my favorite stories is I was on one of those shuttle buses from JFK. I was visiting some family and I was coming back in the city, so I was taking the $10 shuttle bus, you know? And so I'm on this, and then here you got this real New Yorker driver. So cool. And he's just, you know, he's doing this regular thing. And this bus is full of people that are real New Yorkers and then people that are tourists, right? So he's doing his thing and he's like, when you got on this bus, you told me whether you wanted to get off at Grand Central or Penn Station. Now, if you want to change your mind, if you said Penn Station, now you want to get off at Grand Central, you can forget about it. You could ask me 3 times, I'll tell you no. 3 times. And then, you know, the tourists were like, oh my gosh, I thought, no. And then the New Yorkers again are like this. And then he decided to give a bit of warning to them. He said, do not allow anyone to escort you or your luggage to a cab. If you do, guaranteed, you will not see it, ever. Welcome to New York.
Oh my God!
And he turns the wheel really fast, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, New York! Right? And then again, the New Yorkers. Not phased at all. But I kind of get in trouble for making that generalization. Also, because I was on the subway one time, and a swarm of teenagers came on to the subway, and they were like, and then they don't hold on to anything. They think, you know, when the first stop comes on the subway, right, and it halts to a stop, and they're like, like that, right? And then I was sitting there like this regular New Yorker, and I was like, and I looked at the guy next to me, and I was like, tourist. And then he goes, yeah, I'm with them. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth, right? Oh man, and then another thing I love about New York, even in my church, my lovely friends are here, I love you guys so much. They're my family, they really are my family. Even in our church, it really reflected a lot of different ethnicities. One of my favorite stories is when I was teaching a children's class. They're gonna laugh, they probably know this story. But, and so the children's class had, you know, all kinds of different kids in there, and then, not that you have to know this story, but what's so cute is that this girl, she's New Yorican, so she's Puerto Rican, but from New York. So New Yorican, right? And it's so cute to hear a girl like that tell a story, because I said, who knows the story of Zacchaeus? Not that you guys have to know that story, but everyone's like, me, right? So I picked her, and then she goes, I said, tell me the story of Zacchaeus. Okay, you know, Zacchaeus, you know, he was a short man and stuff. And anyway, he couldn't see Jesus. So he had went up in a tree. And Jesus had walked up to him. And he had said to him, yo, Zacchaeus, you come down. So I'm going to your house today. And there was this awkward silence as all the other kids looked at her and they were just like, and then I just said, Jesus said yo? And she was like, You know, so I love that. But people know me most for me imitating my family, of course.
Wow,
And at the same time, when I was first posting videos, I thought, well, who's going to be able to relate to this? I don't know. Filipinos might hate me. I don't know, you know? But like I said, it was normal for my family. Everybody, but I get all these different ethnicities and people writing me and saying, I'm not Filipino, but I have an auntie just like that. Just like that, right? So who has an auntie that's kind of the judgmental type that's like, did you gain weight? Did you lose weight? I don't know. What is that on your face?
Double chin!
What is that thing there, huh? Oh, it's a seat, huh? Pimple? You keep touching the pimple. It might erupt, you know, like a volcano. Skin. Mimi, it's so clear because she's using that brown beauty product. Okay, anyway, Nini, come on, you play some piano or something. Do something like that. I don't want to. There's too many people here. I don't want to do that. You can probably guess who this character is. Come on, Minnie, do it. Come on, play piano. You're so good at that. She don't want to play. She don't want to play. Don't make her play. Okay, Minnie. Okay, you don't want to play. How about what are you? You're not confident or something? You're not confident? Okay, how about I make you play? I practice 2 hours. 2 hours a day. 2 hours. Is that how you do it? That's how you say to me? Oh, okay. That right there, that moment right there is relatives comparing different types of punishment.
Oh yeah, it's so true.
Wouldn't do that,
so true.
Right? One of the weird moments that happened growing up was my uncle had shared with my mom, you know, when the kids stomp up the stairs, they're mad, they stomp up the stairs, I tell them, go up and down the stairs 20 times. Right? And then my mom had heard that. Oh, so that's how you do it?
God.
So one day I got in trouble for something, I don't know what I did. And then, so I ran upstairs, slammed the door, you know, and she comes up, there's only me and her at home. She's like, did you slam this door? I'm thinking, who else gonna slam, you know, gonna be there? But she's like, oh, okay, you open this door, you put your face there, I'm gonna slam your face 20 times. She got it wrong. I got that part where she's like 20 times, right? She got that part wrong. I was like, Mom, that's not the way that it goes. And let me just say, she didn't obviously slam it. She's not that type. That was a moment where she just kind of lost control. But it was always about this, you know, the chinela.
Oh yeah.
Okay, lie down. You're going to do that? Okay. I don't want to hear that. Lie down, come on. Oh yeah. And then we would, you know, my sister and I, we would always come up with excuses like, you know, to try and get away from the spanking. Oh, we gotta use the bathroom. And she would be, you know, mad, and she would, okay. Go ahead. Right? So we would go thinking that 15 minutes later, of course, she would calm down, right? So that was one of our tactics. Or we would bring up a holiday, but it's almost Christmas, Mom. But it's your birthday, or my birthday. And then we would say, it's your birthday, Mom. Okay. She would pardon us, right? For whatever holiday. Well, this is kind of a strange thing, but my Lola, my grandma, would, I still need this. She would make us these homemade panties. I don't know why. I guess I found it economical. You know, it was this thick material. It was thick, and then it was purple. They were purple, thick panties, bulky, thick panties. And I don't understand why we had a drawer full of, anyway, so we had the normal ones and then those. And then, so I remember one time, okay, I was in trouble for something. Lie down. And I was like, to use the bathroom. And then I ran, and I us to tell unique stories like that. Where are you going to tell a bulky panty story? Can't, you know, go to the casting directors here in New York City and be like, yeah, I want to be an actress. I'd like to tell you a bulky panty story. Want to hear me imitate my parents? It's going to work. But on the internet, you can pretty much do anything you want. Sing anything you want, any kind of different talent that you have. There is an audience out there for you. And you can just have total and complete creative freedom. So that's what brings me here today to you guys. Woo! I love you guys so much. Live performance is definitely much more instant gratification, right, guys? I mean, it's like, you know, you get the instant comments online, but it's not the same. Maybe you're scrolling up first. Not the same as this. So I really treasure this. I love this. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming out again. That's all my time for now. I'm gonna probably try to get a Happy Slip tour going.
Oh my God, it's huge.
Tour maybe, or a longer show for me, so we'll probably take that on tour. But anyway, thank you for coming out again, and I really enjoy you guys so much. So. We'll meet you after the show.
After the show, you're gonna meet her for sure. We're all gonna hang out. Oh, you got your camera?
Yeah.
You get some good footage? Yeah. Hey, who wants to record me real quick? Yeah, it's recording. Alright, so y'all seen a bunch of great performers. We still got like a long night, so I'm just gonna keep it short. Barack Obama's coming back on stage. His new hit single, it's great. Wait, is he ready? Are you recording me? How'd I look? Sexy? Sexy, she said sexy. Alright.